What's up, Supernovas? I'm Chanel and this is Spirited Stardust, and today we're looking at the Arcana of Astrology by Claire Goodchild. Harness the magic of the cosmos. Find clarity and tap into your intuition with this deck of celestial-themed oracle cards and accompanying guidebook. The deck depicts the archetypes of astrology with art inspired by vintage star maps and cards featuring the zodiac signs, the 12 houses, planets, moon phases, and major asteroids. The guidebook teaches you everything you need to know about reading the cards and applying their message to your life. 96-page guidebook with full colour photography and 54 oracle cards. This is inside of the box, and you got a big book. That should come, my love. And the cards. Let the stars be your guide. Okay, so I've edged mine in a glittery pink, sort of. Okay, and these are the cards, so they are satin and more towards the gloss than matte. Cards. Let's look at this gorgeous guidebook. So there's information about astrology, quite a lot of information. The different elements and aspects, how to use the deck, and the zodiac. They've got the seasonal signs, and then at the start, so you've got the title, you know, the sign, about the sign, the dates, the glyphs, the house, modality, element, all of the information. You've got information about this sign in astrology and in the reading, and down the bottom you have keywords. So they're the signs. And then you have the chapter 2, so planets. So you've got it about the planets. And then you've got the houses. So each house has a page. You've got the asteroids, just stunning colours. And a glossary at the back. So that's the guidebook. Here we go. Why isn't it focusing? Lunar eclipse, that's better. Pisces. Eros. I think the colours are gorgeous. Juno. Neptune. Psyche. Scorpio, Gemini, 12th house, Saturn, 5th house, solar eclipse, Mercury, 10th house, last quarter moon, 9th house, 7th house, Virgo, Sagittarius, Libra, Aries, Leo, Taurus, 2nd house, Uranus, Pluto, 4th house, Vesta, Sun, New Moon, Chiron, Waxing gibbous moon, Hagea, Eris, Aquarius, 11th house, Mars, Venus, full moon, 8th house, ascendant, 3rd house, Capricorn, 1st house, Lilith, waxing crescent moon, waning gibbous moon, Pallas Athena, 1st quarter moon, 6th house, Jupiter, Cancer, waning crescent moon, Ceres. I won't do a new moon one because they're a bit sparse compared to the other cards. So we've got Sun, Sun's page. Okay, let's read. Sun, the ego, astrological glyph, rules Leo, house 5th, element fire, symbols, sunflowers, candles, gold, amber, and lions. In astrology, the sun is the most important and well-known component of our big three. It is our basic identity. Starting with this key piece of our personality, it is from there that the rest of the planets build a complete picture of us. Who we are is our natal chart, and the sun is the first step in bringing this to life. This beautiful and fiery mass holds all the planets in his gravitational pull. Without him, we cease to exist. This understanding of our mortality is how we develop our ego, which then determines our base motivations in life. The ego wants to evolve into something great. It has a purpose to fulfill that is determined by the characteristics of our sun sign. When we are living in alignment with our sun, we feel an inner calmness. A weakened state can cause us to lack self-confidence and awareness, and an excessive state can cause us to become egomaniacs on a quest of destruction. Inner reading. The sun is the most welcome and joyous card in the deck. His radiance and warmth gives us the confidence to be our best selves. From this point on, anything is possible. He reminds us that our best qualities have been there the whole time. We just needed the light to shine in our darkest corners. Too much sun, however, can be dangerous. At times it can contradict other parts of our nature. It can bleach and scorch them to the point where you think they may die, but they don't. Life is resilient, and soon little bits begin to grow. Even when the sun hurts us, we must remember that without it we wouldn't exist at all. It is okay to throw up some temporary shade when you need relief, but don't hide too long or you will miss this golden opportunity. And the key words are ego, pleasure, joy, confidence, purpose, vibrance, strength, purpose, and positivity. And I might just do one of each. I think I'll do an astrological because I've got 4th house, so you can see what they're all like. 4th house. Ding, 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 ding. House. Okay. The realm of family. The zodiac ruler is Cancer. The planetary ruler is the moon. Element is water. Position is angular. House type emotional. In astrology, our home, early childhood, and our ancestral roots are determined by the 4th house, ruled by Cancer and the moon. This house is a very emotional space and secure place. Our formative years are essential to developing our intuition and nurturing habits, and this house plays a major role in that. On the cusp of the 4th house lies the Imam Coeli IC, which is one of the 4 angles of the natal chart. It sits opposite the midheaven, see 10th house, and it is here where we develop our private selves. The person you are when nobody else is around is determined by the I see. Transits through the 4th house can bring changes to your living situation. It can be as big as moving homes to as little as fixing things you've put off for a while. You may also be drawn to reconnecting with your family or feel the need for solitude. In a reading, it is time to reconnect to your roots with the appearance of the 4th house card. This is more than just spending time with your family in your usual way. Asking your parents or grandparents questions about your ancestors and learning their stories helps you get in touch with where you come from. Maybe this provides you with some insight into why things are done a certain way in your family. The 4th house is also about fixing up, cleaning, and decorating your home. Sometimes we scoff at things like this as superficial, but we shouldn't overlook how beneficial these tasks can be to our mental health. Home should be a place not just of security, but also comfort. And the key words are childhood, family, home, roots, privacy, and solitude. Right, let's find an astrological sign. We did planets. The 9th house, got Neptune. Oh, doesn't want to find a... I guess we can do Chiron is one of the asteroids. So we'll do an asteroid next. And I'll just find that one. Here we go. Oh, I missed him. This is what it looks like in the book. Chiron the healer. Symbols, keys, herbs, shooting stars, rainbows. In astrology, abandoned by his parents and left to die, the immortal centaur Chiron was taken in by twins Apollo and Artemis. He became a healer and had a gift for bestowing just the right knowledge on just the right person. He was a guide to many important figures, most famously Jason of the Argonauts. In a stroke of fate, Chiron was accidentally wounded by Hercules, but unable to die, he was forced to tend to his wound over and over again. Chiron is now technically a planetoid in astronomy. He remains an important asteroid figure in astrology, where he is the key between the inner and outer planets. He lives in the space between the conscious and the unconscious mind, bridging the gap between us as individuals and us as part of the masses. Where Chiron is located in your natal chart is where you will need to tend to an ongoing wound. The house is where you feel particularly inadequate, and the sign represents how that inadequacy manifests. Whilst it can never fully be healed, you can use the lessons you learn along the way to improve other areas of your life. The aspects between Chiron and the outer planets in our natal chart point to where and how we can help our community. Just like the great centaur took the gift of knowledge he was given and passed it on to others, you too can make a difference if you try. In a reading, Chiron appears when we have that nagging feeling of self-doubt we just can't shake. You already have all the tools you need to solve your problems. You just have to do some deep reflection to find them. Try as we may, even the most evolved of people carry their trauma with them everywhere they go. How they use this trauma is what is important. Are you lashing out at those around you? Or are you focusing your emotions on something productive to better your life and the lives of your community? This asteroid carries with it a delicate balance between inward focus tending to yourself and outward focus tending to others. Swaying too far in one direction can make us overindulgent and selfish, and the other can leave us feeling neglected and burnt out. This is an ongoing theme of life that we all must experience at one point or another. The key words are wounds, healing, knowledge, gift, silver lining, hope, despair, sadness. Now let's get a, hopefully, we'll do a moon and then we'll do a sign. Waxing give us moon, waxing crescent, and waxing give us. So the moons are like this. They've got a smaller amount of real estate in the book. In reading, the waxing gibbous moon is all about tending to the finer details of a situation. The flowers are blooming, but they still require your attention. Enjoy the beauty, but be sure to check in frequently, or your garden could get infested with mites. If you have dropped the ball recently, this card is a gentle reminder that you still have a chance to pick up where you left off. Trying to cheat or cut corners may work in the moment, but these shortcuts are always discovered later on. And the key word for that one is perfecting. We're going to get a single... I don't want to show me any of the signs today. Oh, we've got Leo. Leo. Oh, this is the Leo page. And Leo says, it's July 22nd to August 22nd, the Lion. Planetary ruler is the sun. House is the 5th element, fire. Modality fixed. Opposite zodiac, Aquarius. Symbols, yellow flowers, cats, flames, peacock, citrine and amber. In astrology, a lion's great roar signals the arrival of our 5th sign, Leo. Leadership, courage and honesty are the traits you find with Leo when they are working in a positive mindset. But if they slip into a negative one, their energy can turn boastful, demanding, and rigid. This is a lesson they will repeatedly face throughout their lives. In our natal chart, Leo can show us where we express creative energy, confidence, and determination. The house where he sits can show us where we possess natural leadership skills and gives us self-confidence to take on a leadership role. In a reading, Leo's appearance means it's time to take pride in your accomplishments. You were in the spotlight and you earned it, so be proud of that. While you should be careful not to let success go too much to your head, a little bit of ego signals to others that you know your worth. You should not be playing the supporting actor in the movie of your own life. You should be the star. It's important to remember that while you are doing well or earning some sort of recognition, there are people waiting on the sidelines hoping for you to fall. It is an unfortunate reality, so keep your wits about you. If you do trip, keep your head held high and don't let them see you sweat. Keywords: pride, ego, recognition, creativity, confidence, determination, and leadership. And that was the Arcana of Astrology by Claire Goodchild. And as always, stay wild, star child.